Got an appointment at 10:50.
What name?
Gary Moore.
Yes, I've got you. Take a seat for me.
Thank you. Can I do the flight? It's about, it'll help you with this place at Universal Credit, how to get living off your trust.
Alright. Alright.
If you read that and like invest, like look on the computer and look it up, it'll help you with this, with that.
Alright, okay.
Getting access to your trust account.
Right.
And then you don't have to come down doing all these commitments to this place, you see, to automatically pay your money.
Yeah, right.
Because coming here degrades you, see, and you're in a pointless situation where it's designed for you to fail, to keep you, you know, like this stuff. So once you get this, it's more empowering. Like I am. Look,
Yeah.
I've got my CESTUI QUÉ VIE trust, which is connected to my birth certificate.
All right. Yeah.
And this is what these have to extort bond and equity unlawfully off your bond equity. So, and that's proof that I've got access to my bond, which is £4 million for insurance for anything that I operate.
Yeah.
So,
Have
a little look into it.
I will do.
I'm helping people access their trust accounts. Yeah, I've got hedged them out to people that come here, and that's to help them, because end of the day, all these do is just rip you off and put you in dead end situations. This one gives you power so you can sit at home.
I'm currently looking at 20 to 4 next Friday. That's alright. Lovely. Perfect for that one. So, I believe I'm also going to now speak to Reese. Is he around? Alright. Hello Reese, how are you doing? Good. Right, so I'm glad you're on here. I do have to ask you some quite sensitive questions. So your payment, as you know, has been blocked, and I needed some information about what happened between the claim closing February 2023 and then reopening again this May. So what they're saying is they can't see any income. So I wanted to know how you managed to sustain yourself during that time. Okay, can you remember the dates you worked for UHS? Is that from UHS Plastic? Yeah. January. Eugene, do you want to come over? Okay, that's fine. If we've got anything else we need to ask you, we will put that. There was just a question in terms of, where you were, how you sustained yourself. So that's fine, I've got that Thank you.
Which I understand. Not that shit.
Last year,
We can be I got paid out.
was that year
I
before?
work.
Yeah, no, that's irrelevant.
It can be late to
It's just really last year.
sick.
Yeah,
So I got £5,000 for the amount of years
Yeah.
I worked.
Like a redundancy sort of
Yeah.
payout.
Yeah, but it was through sickness payout.
Yeah.
And of course, now universal credit took it on board.
so, you still working with James, like, from the National Career Service?
The only annoying part of that.
Yeah, that's brilliant. How's that going on at the moment?
I've got no for last minute.
All right, no, perfect.
No,
You set up all
I
right.
paid it on with the payment.
Good, that's what's important.
I didn't think it was going to happen, and I should have thought it was going to happen, so it's not going to happen.
Right, you're not going to be able
There
to
is
make
a
it the
question
same,
on your
but if you ask us tomorrow to do that, if you probably could do that through the journal maybe. I'll tell you what I could do. Are you on your email account yet? The one that you have with us? It's the recent one.
Right, you Gary.
Okay. So,
Not well.
Was this a health thing or
Well, it will do if I can't get no more money. If I can't get my money, I've had no money for 3 months, and my mum's sick of sending me money in bank to get food because I've had no money for 3 months, and I'm behind on rent. But this is where I needed to sort this out because I got that off the council because you've stopped my wages from my trust account. You put me in debt, and because of that I've got no money for 3 months. Electric, I've had no electric for a week.
right? But this claim is from the 20th of May, so presumably you've been
We had a
previous.
joint account because we split up. My ex had hid all the bills and that and stressed over it, and she didn't bother sharing it with me, so she
No, I hear what you're saying, but there's a 61-day gap between the claims. So basically, all this has happened within that time, basically, isn't it?
What do you mean by that?
Right. Well, you had a previous claim,
Yeah.
and that finished on 20th of March, and then your new one started on 20th of May. So for 2 months, you didn't actually have the universal credit claim.
They stopped it for wanting to know something about banks or something. So I give them my bank details, they was happy with that. They went to my girlfriend's, looked at hers, they weren't happy with hers for some reason. Something to do with similarities with names or something,
Right.
I'm not
Well,
sure.
this is something I'm going to need to get advice on because, this is quite heavyweight stuff, and I do understand where you're coming from what I could see, this was literally what we call the first commitments. Okay?
Yeah, this is what it is.
I wasn't aware there was all these issues that needed
Well,
to be
the
sorted.
job centre told me to hang on, and then at the last minute, they cancelled everything.
Yeah. Helen, sorry, I am going to need some help with this.
Okay.
Okay. What's happened? Yeah, Gary's claim has started from the 20th of May. Okay.
Right.
That's when I was told to make a single claim.
Was ended 20th of March, so there's 2 months in between.
Right.
But he's saying he hasn't received anything from UC, so he didn't have a claim at that time, right? And now he's saying he's in debt to rent and all sorts.
Because my ex-girlfriend's left me with the house and she did that.
Yeah.
And I've not been paid from Universal Credit from whatever mistake she's done. I'm getting punished for it, and now I'm getting threatened to. I've got a 28-day
No, I hear
notice.
what you're saying.
I've had no money for a
I
week.
don't understand why there's a gap between the two.
This is the wait that the Universal Credit told us to wait over the phone. They said you're going to have to wait until the coach, whoever's dealing with it online, is dealing with it. And next minute now we got an email to say to check our journal. We checked it. It said your Universal Credit stopped. And we rang up and it says, oh, we're just waiting for someone to ring you back up to talk it out. And then no one's rang us back up, so someone told me, my advocate told me, because he's away at the moment, told me to come and make a single claim because I'm going to lose the house with the debt that has been occurred, because my ex-girlfriend at the time's not even communicated with me to sort this debt out.
We don't know what's happened in the meantime. That's the
I know what's happened is because I'm investigating that, and the government's just basically trapping me into a system.
Yeah, so I can see. So on the 20th of March, is that when you split up?
No, we split up ages ago. But it's just I was trying to find out where she is and why we split up in the meantime. So I've been chewing over my own head.
Okay.
And then when I've spoke to her through her mother, she said she's coming to a point where she's going to sort this out, but I need to come to the Universal Credit.
I don't know without looking at it in a lot of depth. I can't tell just by looking at that what's happened.
But she left in I think it was March or April time, because I've been job searching and job hunting and car hunting because.
I can have a look, but I can't give you an instant answer. That's the thing.
What do you mean by this?
So, are you querying why you got nothing from 20th of March and then you've had to...
I'm querying why you stopped it in the first place, because now you put me in, basically since March, April and May, I've had no money in the councils. I've got a 28-day notice.
Helen's my manager, yeah. So if anyone knows, she knows what to do, yeah. And this is why I have to rely on her.
My housing officer's waiting for what's happening to here to see if that needs to go to court for the. Basically, I lose everything.
Yeah. What I don't understand is there was a 2-month gap there. So did you never talk to Universal Credit?
No, because my ex-girlfriend sorted all that out.
Right. Okay.
And it's only recent when I'm thinking, why hadn't Job Centre rang us up yet?
So it's almost like she was aware that it was all closing and didn't tell you about it.
I can't tell you, mate. All I know is I've just been handed a load of stuff which I don't know nothing about.
No.
And because I investigated this and through my trust, that the government's come and took my van off me, stopped me working. CESTUI QUÉ VIE ACT. It's where my minor estate's connected to. This is you're dealing with me through my minor estate.
Right, okay. Yeah.
It's through my trust account, and because I've had that access to my trust account, the government, because I'm a peasant, or what they want to call it, a person that it shouldn't be accessing his trust account, has accessed it. They're trying to shut me down.
Yeah.
And this is what the reason is by not paying me for 3 months.
No,
Council's on my case, and I'm like, I ain't got a job because you keep taking my van off me, so I can't go to work.
right,
So I'm in a rock and a hard place between the police and the justice system and me living off my trust to get to work.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying, and it sounds like whatever's happened, it's been a right mess in the last 2 months that's caused this for you. And my manager will have a look to see what she can find out about, where.
What do you know about mandatory declaration?
Nothing. A declaration of what though?
Mandatory declaration.
Yeah, but the declaration should be about something.
Yeah, it's about my
It's about
trust.
that. Yeah. I don't know. I can have a look to see what I can find out. I don't know.
Because I need this backdating because I can't afford to pay 1,600 quid plus I'm in debt 500 quid with the electric company because I'm constantly in debt with them. I've got no money to pay them for over 2 months.
I hear what you're saying, and this is why it needs to be at a level above me, and that's why my manager needs to get involved, because I can't say to you at this time what we can do. Yeah. So you understand?
I fully understand what your job is. I fully comprehend what you mean. It's just at this situation, I'm in a position of losing my house, dog, and everything, and all my work equipment, which is stored away in house. I ain't got nowhere to store it.
But it's very much about looking at what's gone before and why this has happened. Yeah, and this is what my manager's doing at the moment to try to find out where it's at. Yeah, As I say, it's a level above what I can advise you on at this moment. So if you bear with me, what I'll do is I'll have a look and see what I can find out.
I've done everything that it wanted me to do. Signing and accepted everything. My phone made that launch out the window yesterday.
And who do I get some? Do I get a loan or something? Because, like I say, I've had no. My mum's only just sent me 20 quid in this week, so I've had no food for 4 days.
Yeah, I have to wait for my manager to come back with whatever she finds out, and she needs to give some guidance. Unfortunately, I can't make choices for you at the moment. So basically, you have a trust fund.
You have a trust fund? Every male in this room here has got a trust fund with £56 million in it that the government don't tell you nothing about. That has your 3 generations of your family's wealth tied up in it.
Really? Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, you won't do, because you need to investigate that.
Right. Okay.
You need to know what the CESTUI Qué Vie Act is, 1666. It's connected to every living man's trust account. Women has got miss on their bills because they miss out on a trust account. They have to marry into a man and have children with the man to get half of the man's trust. Otherwise, the women miss out. CESTUI Qué Vie.
I'm just going to have a look to see what I can find out about it, because it's something that I've never even heard of. So.
How quick can you be, Jamie?
Very quick.
What have you got to tell me?
I've got a job.
Brilliant. That's good enough to do.
Yeah. Don't start there till the 18th June.
What are you going to be doing?
Customer assistance.
What training?
And have access to trust, as I showed you here, with the private indemnity bond.
Right, yeah.
Which I had to get it printed off the actual government website.
I got offered 2 jobs actually.
With Lidl?
No.
And that's connected through the birth certificate.
Plastic factory.
And that was the other one what I can get is for £10 million,
That was earlier in the day.
which covers me, but the police don't like it for me access. They want me to have the third party incorporated insurance to have the third party, so they've took all my vehicles off me and crushed them, so I can't go to work.
You interviewed really well.
can sort of see what's going on. So I think, so your claim's been reviewed, which they're doing with loads of people, so they'd asked for a load of bank statements, is that right?
Give them it.
Yeah, but I think what they were asking for, so you'd said you got an account, okay, but they were seeing transactions from yourself, but the statements you provided didn't have any transactions on, so it almost indicates that you've got another bank account.
That's what it indicates, yeah. But I've explained it to my girlfriend, like, how is this money going into my account when it's not in my account?
Yeah, I don't know that, but that's why.
Well, this is what I've said to her, and she says, I don't know what she does in her private capacity, but we're out together and she screwed me over, and I'm left in the crap now for some reason that's got nothing.
So you've given him a bank statement.
I've only got one bank, and that's
I don't want to see that now, Gary. So you've given him a bank statement with nothing on it, just a balance.
Because I've opened the account when I first applied for this. I opened the account.
The gist of it is, I don't know it in detail, is then because you were with your partner at the time.
We've been split since March.
Right, but the statements that were being provided had transactions both in and out to you. But your statement didn't have any. So that sort of flags up. Have you got another bank account somewhere?
I've got no other bank account.
But because you didn't.
Only thing that I've had a cross between me is because my name is 3 people in my area with the same name as me, and I got arrested for them, which has got nothing to do with me.
Let me just explain. So because you couldn't provide the evidence of that, that's why the claim was closed.
How can I provide evidence with something I don't have? It's like being a genie, pulling something out of a hat that doesn't exist.
Yeah, but I can only tell you the reasons why it's happened.
And I haven't been told this. they only told me on the thingy before they stopped it, and that's when I started inquiring with her mother to say,
So
what's this?
What do you want? What do you want to happen? So you're telling me you don't have any other bank accounts?
I don't have any. I've only had to froze that because
that's all right.
my girlfriend controlled all the assets for the financial.
So are you wanting?
I had to make a single claim because all this is. I don't know what's going down.
So are you telling me you want to put in a backdated claim for that? Is it March and April and May?
I had
for the gap because there was
I want to pay this debt, whatever, and I will either go to the council and ask for a mandatory declaration, or if I have to write on because my advocate's not here at the moment, he's away doing another advocacy.
Is it to do with housing?
Yeah, because that's the debt who I owe it to.
Okay, you can ask for a discretionary housing payment from council called a DHP. All right. And that might help you with your housing debt. Okay?
DHP, what's that?
Discretionary housing payment.
How do you spell that, please?
D-I-S-C.
D-I-S-E.
Put me on the spot there. D-I-S-C-R-E-T.
Let me start that again. D-I...
S. C-R-E.
C-R-E.
Yeah, T-I-O-N.
T-I-O-N.
And then housing payment. I can spell that. It's the first one.
It's just, I have the same thing. It's I have to have a dictionary to go over certain things.
So, go out and ask him for that, because that might help with your housing. We can ask about the gap from your joint claim to your single claim, but I couldn't tell you what the answer would be.
Well, because it comes out my trust.
Yeah,
I'm asking you for money out of my trust. It's not the government giving me money.
Do you know how to do a handover?
It's my trust. Do you see what I mean?
I did one at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I saw somebody do one.
Yeah,
because you're dealing with me now, I'm actually giving you a percentage off my wages, paying you for dealing with me. This is the whole point of this trust.
So go and
We're trying to do our best.
I know. This is quite. It's a lot of information. That it's honestly, it takes you a while to get
go
used
and ask
to
the
it.
council about this. So we'll book your next appointment. Ask the council about your discretionary housing payment. We can ask about that gap in between, but I don't know what the answer will be.
And when do I get? I've had no money for 3 months, and I've had no food money for a week. My mum's sick of giving me money in the bank because she's.
This is a new claim, isn't it?
Yeah, it's from the.
The electric. I've got no electric at the house.
Right. Is there any advances on there?
Right. Okay. So.
I need basically everything because she's left. Okay. I've got a washing machine.
Are the commitments accepted and everything.
This is first commitment.
Right.
So I need to do that then.
Yeah.
And what do I do about these commitments? Because I'm actually searching for. I've even got jobs, but I can't get to them.
Click on advances. Click back on advances.
Do you know what I mean? I've got jobs. It's just I've got 2-3 months left on my driving ban. What the police and courts give me because of the won't accept my private trust. They want me to pay double, triple,
what we can do, Gary, is we can do an advance.
What do you mean an advance?
So this is money that you could get in the next couple of days or even today. You'd have to pay
It'll have to be today because I've only got 20 quid, which is food, and I've got no electric at home.
Confirms and financial needs. There we go. Right. So the maximum you can have is £851.18.
Yeah, but I won't get that, will I?
So you can take all of that.
I can take all of that?
Or a proportion of it. But you would need to pay it back. Do you just want to see, if we put a number in, do you want to see how much they'd take off your universal credit each month?
Yeah, but because I don't know with the bills, with the rent, I don't know I've not done this. This is not this is what my ex-girlfriend did.
Yeah, right. So usually, when it's given as a sum that you can have as an advance, that's an indication of what your monthly.
Yeah, I knew something like that.
But it's an idea of what you.
But I don't know what I don't know what I need. This is what I mean. I need everything: washing machine, electric. Do you know where do you start?
Yeah. But you need to sort out your housing. You need enough to get you through this.
The
next
housing's
month.
waiting to see what happens with you with this payment or
Right,
whatever this is. We
right.
need
So
to know what
the-
universal credit's doing before we
yeah.
initiate you going to court for the 28-day notice
Right.
of eviction.
Yeah.
And this is what I need to sort out.
So right now, this is what we can do. So you can take the advance. I mean, if Martin put in the full amount, then I'll tell you how much they'll take off your UC. No, it's 18 is in the other one. So we've got like a year. If you paid that back over a year, they would take £70.94 off your universal credit every month. But if you did it over 2 years, so 24 months, they would take £35.47 off your universal credit each month.
I'd love to see it, but I don't know.
You're not sure?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I could do with it, but I'm not sure.
Do you want to see if you can get a discretionary housing payment first?
I've got to wait for the amount of times I've rang him up. I've got to wait for my housing officer to ring me.
No, go and see him before you leave here.
All right. What's council building next door?
Well, that's their reception there. So if you go out of our doors, just go to reception and say, "Can I see someone from housing?"
Right.
Right before you leave. Don't leave the building without doing that. Do you need some money up front now? Yeah.
Yeah. My mum's only left me. Yeah.
It's okay, take it easy.
Because we can give you this amount of money and it'll be in your bank account today. But we have to tell you that you have to pay it back. Alright?
Yeah, we'll sort some out.
You can always come back. I mean, if Martin books you an appointment next week, which he will do, and you want to maybe...
Trying to make it, innit?
Yeah. But if you're not sure, you can always come back next week and say, "Oh, that advance you offered me, I'll take it."
Can it be taken in 2 chunks if necessary? Or is it one?
No, it's a new claim advance is a one-off in the first AP.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take it because I've got no money and I need a washing machine.
Yeah.
And electric for first thing, so...
Yeah. But what you'll need to do is give Gary the household assistance number before he goes.
Yes.
Yeah. Because they might be able to sort out white goods and electric cards and vouchers for you. Yeah. So, do you want to take the full amount?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Do we do this?
yes. Today's date. Okay. So it would be £851.18 that you'd get today. And like I say, if you pay it back over 24 months, they'll take £35.47 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about it. So 24 months. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, we're about to hit the button, and then that's it.
I've 24 months at £35.47. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very slow. Done. So that'll be in your bank account usually by 8 o'clock tonight.
Right.
Okay. I'll let Martin give you the number for the local assistance scheme because they can help with white goods and shopping vouchers, utility vouchers, stuff like that. Okay?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Discretionary housing payment. Don't forget that.
Do I do the first commitments now?
Yes, yeah, you'll
So you
need
get
to. Yeah, get that done. Yes, yeah. And then we'll have a chat with Gary next week to see how you've got on. Does that sound all right?
You'll have to bear with me because of travel. Well, if I've got money, I can get the bus.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know how that's stretched out because I'm in big debt.
Yeah.
Electric bill, rent,
Sure.
water,
Where are you?
Is that all right?
Sherburn.
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 So that's one bus to here, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. You came by bus today, did you?
No, one of my friends dropped me off.
Right.
It's what it is. The my advocate's husband that dropped me off today. So
is there anyone picking you up?
he's waiting for me because I've got to tell him what's happened with this, so he can tell his wife, so she can guide me or come with me next time. I'm not sure how it's working because at the moment I have to get like public on board and stuff with this because you just get pushed around and put in scenarios that is designed for you to fail.
Sure. No, I hear what you're saying, and I do empathise. I don't know what it's like to go through your situation, but it's all come up all at the same time, isn't it? And
I'd just like to know who this person is. It was, I don't know this thing why they got closed down in the first place, but my ex won't explain anything to me. She's got nothing to do with what I do with my money. I'm like, well, it's got my name on it.
Yeah, it should.
What's going down here? It says it doesn't matter what I do with my money. I'm like, fair dues. Cheers for destroying my stuff.
I do hear what you're saying. But we need to do this first commitments, okay? Now, if I just go through that quickly. Now, you've been through commitments before, have you?
No.
No? Okay, I thought with previous claims you might have been through it. But let me...
No, I went on sick, I think.
Okay,
and
right.
because
that might make sense, yeah.
like the commitments is, again, it's a program designed to fail, to put a damper on the human mind.
Yeah, it's not quite as simple
because I've got work. It says I can't get to work because every time I get a car and put it under trust, and I send the information to the MID, they will not put it into their database, so they come and pull me over, scrap my car, I've been to court.
Yeah.
CPS, this is the whole thing where I'm at court trying to get me, but they've destroyed it unlawfully because I had all the correct evidence of private insurance, which covers me.
Yeah.
That was for 4 million, a new one was for 10.
So that court case is ongoing, is it?
No, it's just being dealt with. They give me a fine of £530 fine for driving without valid licence, 6-month ban, and 12 points.
Yeah, and they've taken the vehicle.
And crushed it. Yeah. Even though I've got all the correct documents to prove that's my vehicle, they've took it because I bought the vehicle to get me off Universal Credit so I can go to work. But as soon as I built the calendar up, they destroyed it, and now I'm back here, and I explained this to Universal Credit. I says, every time I go back to work, the coppers are taking my car off me because I can't afford the £200 a month for insurance. So I insured it through my birth certificate and through the actual bond.
See, we can't get involved in all that sort of thing.
No, that's what I mean, but this is with the commitments, me trying to work. I'm a fully qualified tree surgeon.
Yeah.
I've got licenses, I've got all my equipment which I can't use because of the ban and travelling, can't get to work.
No, I hear what you mean. And today is now not the time to try to sort everything out. We want to get some basics going, and then when we talk to you next time, we can talk about, well, where do we go from here? Is that okay? Because,
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
We want, one, to get you some money, which we can do now. Two is to get some basic commitments in there, which is, at the moment, what I want to do is just get the commitments in there that you'll attend appointments and that you'll let us know of any change of circumstance. Yeah, they're the two big ones that we need from you. And the third one will be that you will look for work, but I understand it's difficult for you to be able to take work in your circumstance, and we can't do anything about that at this time.
That's what I mean. I'm in a rock and a hard place with that situation.
Absolutely. But, what I'm not going to do is set you up to fail. That's not what we're about. But I do know sometimes it seems to come over like that. And obviously what's happened previously is from your previous relationship, whatever happened there, it obviously went against you, didn't it? Because,
I didn't control the finances.
Exactly.
If the finances went out of hand for her, she didn't. There wasn't no communication.
you've been left in that
She
situation?
communicated with me, I'd be able to get some money lent or be able to sort something out,
Yeah.
but she didn't.
Yeah.
She told me well, mother told me that it was the finances that got the better of her, and it was nothing I could do. She controlled. That's why I froze my bank account, because I didn't have a job to put no money in it. There's no point keeping it
We've got
open.
to try to put it back together piece by piece. We can't actually do it all in one go, but we'll do our best to do the right thing by you. Okay. Now what I've got here is it says jobs you can do now. It's got tree surgeon and horticultural, so they both still stand, do they?
Yeah.
Now wage. It says here you cannot accept minimum wage.
Yeah, can't.
What sort of figure are you talking about?
Well, before the police took my van off me and narcissistically abused me through the system because I was telling the truth, I was on 200 quid a day, basically what I was aiming. I was working for free with a boss to build up my character and my experience, because I only just got my licence in 2020.
So really we're talking about what is the minimum that you could accept. Now I know you talk about the job and what you can earn through your job, but we have to come up with a realistic minimum that gets you started.
With me being in a lot of work throughout my time, it's about 25 quid an hour I work for.
Wow. Yeah, see, it's
I won't work for 11.50, because if I work for 11.50, that means I have to work for another corporated third party company, which charges me out at 30 quid an hour and then gives me 11.50 out of my ad. No, I don't believe in that.
No, well, I hear what you're saying, but I can't just put a figure as large as that, because the whole thing is that we need to get you started again, and there's what amount.
But even if I did go on low minimum wage, that means with how the system works is the money doesn't exceed other than you work to live off your next paycheck.
I understand what you're saying, and there's a lot of people who fall into exactly that trap.
Yeah, that's why I tried getting out of it, by setting my own business up.
I mean, the reality is that minimum wage is £11.44 at the moment, right? So is there a figure, maybe 14, 15 quid, which you would consider as something you would consider working for to get moving again? And obviously I understand that if you had the car and had this and had that, you could earn more money, but you can't do that at the moment.
No,
because you're not in that situation. So it's really what is a minimum amount that you feel you could manage at the moment.
Because I was just thinking prior, before I signed on when the COVID happened, because COVID is the one that wiped me clean out. I had 3 jobs, worked Monday to Monday. I did everything from splitting wood, processing it, into chopping it down.
I hear what you're saying, and we just got to look at what the reality is here and now about trying to get you back into some sort of.
If it's I can't do a 12-hour shift because I don't last long in the environment. I just walk off job because of the environment that I'm stuck in.
Yeah.
If it's outdoor work, I won't mind.
That's not what we're talking about here. It's what is the minimum wage that you would be prepared to.
I'll do 15. If it's not like heavy graft and that. If it's heavy graft, I'd expect more money.
Yeah.
I'm not going to burn myself to the ground.
And generally, we do ask for people to say, well, if you need money, then generally it's working, and working means looking for jobs from minimum wage. Obviously, if there's jobs that pay more, you can go for those jobs. It won't stop you. We want you to earn as much as you can.
I do, but for some reason, I get to where I want to, and then police come and take my car off me, because that's how the police work.
Yeah, sure. Well, look, I presume you're looking at full-time hours, and full-time is 35 hours a week. So I presume that...
I'm looking for more.
Well, no, that's fine, but what I'm saying is, when we advise you, we would advise you that you should be looking for jobs doing at least 35 hours.
Yeah.
Is that fair enough?
Yeah.
Travel to work, again, it defaults to 90 minutes. Now, that would be a long way to travel to work, I understand that. But
done long range travel to work and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because on odd occasion, basically when I did work, I did 170-mile round trip from Sherburn to Harrogate to
No.
Wakefield, Sheffield, Leeds, York, you name it,
I hear
Hull.
what you're saying. I mean,
So I'm not shy of travelling, but the bus, I'm 11 of a village. By the time I get to, let's say, York, if there's a job offer in York, I don't get there till 8:45.
Yeah. No, I hear what
And
you're
then
saying.
walking from the train station to the job takes 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So there's 10
But we've
o'clock.
got to be realistic about what the jobs that are available and where they are and where.
I applied for one in my village, which was Kingspan.
Yeah.
Didn't last for very long there.
Yeah.
It's draining.
But look, what do I put down? I mean,
15 quid an hour. I work 36 hours a week.
Yeah.
It has to be a garden work or something, because I can't work in a confined space because of my mental health.
Right. At the moment, we need to set some ground rules. That's what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah? Now, I would think in the current circumstance that you should be prepared to travel up to an hour each way for a job that pays a reasonable amount of money. Would you be happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, right, okay. So at the moment we've got not available for interviews because of the cost of travel. Now we can help with cost of travel. Okay, so we can help to pay for you to get to interviews. Yeah. So, are you available for interviews knowing that we can cover the cost for you to get to those?
Well, yeah, it's,
I mean, you know, basically
if it's the right job, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's all right sticking me in a job just to suit to suit universal credit, but my mental health,
But
you've got to worry about other people's safety.
It's going to take an amount of time to unwind where you're at and try and move things in the right direction. Yeah. So at the moment, what we're saying is that I think at the moment you are available to work, aren't you? It's just what the job is and where it is.
Yeah, because of my situation. Yeah.
So that's why I think we need to say, well, you are available. Yeah. And we're setting some ground rules about, the travel and the amount you would earn and whatever. Yeah. Now that's just some ground rules, yeah. You look at the jobs that are out there. If you can earn more, that's great.
Right, yeah.
We don't stop you from looking for better jobs.
Right, I've got you. Yeah, that's fine.
But we do have to say, well, you have to be realistic about what's out there and what is available for you in the short to medium term.
Like when I was in York, this is why I moved up here, because there's no jobs in York, so I had to travel to get up here to work at Wycombe mature plants.
Yeah.
And then I lost that because of COVID and my other 4 jobs because of the fake pandemic, what government did. Do you know what I mean? It made me lose all my work and all my rounds that I had because of people imagining this fake virus going around when really they was pushing for killer jab.
Sure. Now look, what I need to do with you, right, there's 2 things you need to understand that is inbuilt within this. One is that you need to attend appointments. If you don't attend appointments, then there's potential sanctions. Yeah, you understand that? Yeah. Now, if you can't attend an appointment for a good reason, we can accept a good reason. Now, and generally, if you know beforehand and give us good notice, we can try to rebook your appointment, and that means there's no issue. Yeah. If it's at short notice, like if you had an appointment in the afternoon and you contacted us in the morning and said, I can't make that appointment, what happens is that there's a formal process where we will send you there's a to-do list. Do you know anything about the to-do list? No, I can show you, but what it is...
on the site.
Yeah. What would happen there is it will say, tell us why you missed your appointment, okay? And then that's where you put in formally what the reason is that you was unable to attend, yeah? And that is checked for what we call good cause. So, for example, if you'd broken a leg that morning, yeah, we couldn't expect you to come into an appointment, yeah? We understand that's a good cause. If you just said, oh, I overslept, that's not a good cause. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So really, if it's at short notice, yeah, then you know you need to fill in what the reason you couldn't attend is, and then somebody will say, well, is this a good reason or not? Yeah, and that's the reality, and it's because appointments are so important. Because it's,
I know what the system's doing. It's a narcissistic system. It's designed to demoralise a man's thoughts by coming in for appointments for pointless jobs that is designed to destroy a man's mental health.
No, what it is to try and give us a chance to help you move on.
But this is what I mean, when I'm asking money from my trust, you're asking me to search for a job for money out of my trust when I've already got a job. This is what I'm trying to say. Dude.
See, we can't get involved in that.
You are involved in it. You are involved in it now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that I don't know anything about it. It's not something.
I know you do. The managers do. But what I'm saying to you is like you're trying to make me work for my own money.
Yeah, I don't know where all that is about, and that's why if you pursue that's absolutely fine.
Oh, it is getting pursued. Like this is what I mean. It's all under investigation. Yeah. I'm just waiting for my advocate to get ready to come in on the next appointment to sort this out.
Right.
Because I need my advocate's going to sort all this out because I've got getting public inquiries on board with this because of the narcissistic abuse. This system, not you. This system that you work by is narcissistically abusing.
In a way, you can apply that to just about anything in this world.
Yeah, it is. That's what I mean. It's run by psychopaths.
I understand, and at the end of the day, like you, I was unemployed.
It's awful.
And at the end of the day, I ended up in this job. Yeah? It's not necessarily what I've chosen. Yeah? But unfortunately,
take that for your personal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll read that later. Yeah. Right. So the first thing is appointments. Yes, you must attend appointments.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it imperative that you do that? Okay. The second thing is that if there's a change of circumstance that affects your entitlements, you need to let us know. Yeah. And that could be, obviously, if you started work, you need to let us know that. If there's a change to your health, you need to let us know that. But it's also things like if you change your contact details or the like. Basically, we need to be able to contact you if necessary for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So really, it's just making sure that all the backup stuff is there and is correct.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it's important that you understand that you need to let us know a change of circumstance.
Yeah.
And there's potential sanctions if you don't tell us something and it does affect your account. Yeah, it makes a difference to what you're entitled to. Okay.
Yes.
Now the other things we need to put in here is about looking for work and just letting us know what you're finding really. So
I'm finding loads of work. It's just transport.
Yeah. Well, let me type this out and then I'll read it to you, yeah? And you can tell me what you think. Did you say you do have an up-to-date CV, or that's something that we need to look into?
No, because I'm a subcontractor. I work for myself, you see.
Right, so...
I don't have a CV. I just have loads of years of experience in my job to line of work.
Right, so would you expect to earn money as self-employed or through another company?
Say again?
Right. When you look for jobs, would you be expecting to work as self-employed?
Yeah, self-employed, yeah.
So that means you'd be responsible for your own tax and national insurance?
Yeah, obviously,
all that stuff. Right, okay.
That's what my job title is that's what I do.
Right, okay.
If whether I pay my tax, whatever, I work my additions out on the government website, they have that workings out where I have to type it all in. And then it comes up with an equation what I have to pay, and I just drop it in.
Okay.
Hiya Dennis, how's it going today? Good, I'm alright, yes, thank you. So, where were we? I know
I've been at work for 4 years, I want to get back in it. It's doing my head in. I've come to the end of my investigation with this, so All I've got to do now is just get public on board.
They're giving you some good ideas for what you could do and how you could do it. That's really good to know. So where are you at the moment? What stage are you in?
Right, okay, so what I'm putting here, I will record evidence of jobs applied for work search in my universal credit account. This includes any self-employed work I am suitable for. Now, what that means is that you will let us know, you'll give us a brief summary of what work search you're doing, okay, and you will let us know what work you are applying for. Is that fair enough? Now, you've got to understand that with universal credit, I can understand where you're coming from with all this stuff, but what universal credit say is that for us to pay you money, right, we need to see that you're trying to find a job. Does that make sense?
But that's just putting me back in a rock and a hard place.
Well, it's not.
Because I can prove to you I can get a job tomorrow, but I can't get there because of the ban.
Yeah.
I've got 2 months left on my ban, then I've got to get some money saved up to buy another vehicle. Then I've got to get the V888 form to get the original manufacturing certificate for that vehicle, so I pulled out of the legislation bracket of paying third-party insurance.
Do you not see that if you're going to receive money from universal credit, you should be prepared to look for...
I'm looking for work, but I'm not going to get forced to live like a dog out of my own trust. That is your money paying out my trust account.
All this is saying is that I will let universal credit know what I'm doing about looking for
sorry
work.
for
No, so this isn't saying, you know, I'm going to apply for any job, anywhere, anytime. Yeah, but I'm not saying that.
It's just made D's kicking off, mate.
Yeah,
so.
But you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm hearing what you're saying, yeah.
What you do, we need some evidence of that so that we know that you're making that effort.
Right.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just checking it. I can see we've got a fit note on as well. So
I take it that you don't consider yourself to have health issues that affect you being able to work. Is that right?
Just if stress. You know when you have them stress days, they come now and again. Just basically, I'm fit for work, like, so it's just
keep an understanding.
Odd days come in and I'm like, nah, I just want to shut door, close world off and just close eyes. So it just all depends what day you catch me on.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying, and that's something that we all suffer from to one extent or another.
Yeah.
And generally we have to find a way of living around it. I'm sure you're aware of that.
No, I am.
Now, there's a thing called work-related activity hours, and the way that works is that effectively you would either be working full-time, or we say, well, we should be looking for work full-time. Now, before you say anything, I would say that looking for work is obviously looking for work as we know it, doing searches and the like, yeah? Now, you've obviously got all this other stuff going on, yeah? So it's fair enough that you need some time to sort yourself out or whatever, and that is effectively included within that, but that we know that you've got the intentions and you need to be sorted financially for you to be able to move in that direction. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So are you happy if I leave it as it is? Because at the end of the day, you know, you consider what you're doing there, that the work search you will do, as in, you know, looking for the right jobs for you, and moving towards being able to do that. Which obviously, all this financial stuff, you know, it's
putting pressure on me. So
yeah, but it's quite time consuming anyway.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that, yes, you know, we need to see that you're working towards that end goal, yeah? And that's where those hours go, is towards working towards that end goal of being able to get back into work and, you know, moving on.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking if you did go down the beekeeping route, they might pay for maybe you to set up a hive, to get you going. Yeah, so it's kind of like, you know, there is a lot.
Right, now look, there's 7 days to accept those commitments. Can you get to your account here and now on a phone?
I'll try and also make a note.
Is that something you can do?
No internet, and my phone's knackered.
So you've got no internet at
And
all?
I've got what I use. It's at home. It's on charge.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it's the only thing on.
So you can get to your account from home?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, right. So it's important that you accept that within 7 days, yeah? If it reaches 7 days, it becomes very messy and potentially
What do I have to do in 7 days?
Well, this is your commitments, right? Basically, yeah, this is what we discussed, yeah? They're the types of jobs, that's what you said you possibly work for. It's full-time, yeah? Travel to work, maximum of 60 minutes. Now, that's down to the work and the pay and all sorts, yeah? Immediately available for, you know, interviews and work. You know, if you're capable of working now and the right job comes up, then we would expect you to go for it. Yeah? And you will record evidence of the jobs applied for and the work search in your universal account, and that includes any self-employment that you're suitable for. Is that fair enough?
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah.
So the declaration is that you need to accept that within 7 days. Otherwise, your account could possibly get closed because of it. Yeah. So it's just you saying, yes, I accept this.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And so what I need to do is make an appointment for next week, and that's when we can look in more detail about what's going on and how to move on.
Right. Yeah.
Now, obviously, you've got the advance, so in the short term, you've got some money to play with. Yeah.
I didn't use washing machine. I've got loads of clothes to wash and stuff like that.
No, I hear what you're saying, but we're trying to straighten everything out, and it's part of that stepping stone.
Yeah.
Now, are you available next Thursday afternoon?
Yeah, should be.
Yeah. Okay. Can we do 1:20?
1:20?
Yeah. Yep. So I'll just confirm that with you. So that's going to be in here with me, and that will be Wednesday, 6th of June at 1:20 p.m.
You said Thursday, didn't you? You said Thursday, didn't you?
Thursday the 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want about Wednesday?
Oh, sorry. Did I say Wednesday?
Yeah, you said Wednesday with you.
Oh, sorry. I'm obviously not thinking straight. Thursday the 6th at 1:20 p.m.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, that's my fault. I end up doing so much talking in this job, my throat goes.
It does when it's like this, because it's a lot to talk about. A lot of people don't know about it.
Yeah.
The government's keeping it from them.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of it before.
Like with you, once you investigate that, you'll find out how much you're worth and what the government's keeping from your family, stretching back 3 generations.
Yeah.
So when someone dies within that generation, you fall back down and a new generation pops in. It's like a perpetual karma cycle of bond and equity fraud.
Yeah, I say I've never heard.
That's why when your wife when your wife gets a letter in post, it has miss on it, because she misses out on the trust. Because God created man first, and then created woman after, because He didn't want to have instructions how to create a man. Do you know? Yeah. That's why there was a moment of silence after when man was born.
Well, it could explain a few things, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got an appointment for you, and we've got some commitments in there, so you need to accept that. Yeah. And what we'll do is next time we'll look at where we're going with all this. Did you say you're going to come in with your
advocate? Yeah. I'm just going to, because she's quite busy with loads of things, and I've only just got in contact with her with this date. She says I can't make that, but go in and just ask for certain things and just try not to fall into any traps.
Yeah.
Because that's just what this system's designed to do.
Yeah. Well, as I say, I hope it's simplistic enough that you understand where we're coming
Oh
from.
yeah,
and,
fully. I'm just a bit
trying to
compassionate,
move
and
on
I have a lot
for
on
you.
at the moment, so I'm a bit stressful at the same time with
Yeah,
everything that's
yeah.
gone on. So
Now I do need to go because I do have
Yeah.
another appointment. So,
I've just gone.
it's nice to meet you.
Please
Let's have-
keep that for yourself.
Yeah,
That'll
I'll
help
have
you
a
protect
look
your
and-
property as well for your kids.
Yeah, and I'll have a look at what this pact is all about.
Please do, because you'll be very amazed at what's happening, and it'll give you all the answers that has been lurking with no questioning. It's like, what? It'll just start pinging everything like, oh my God, I never knew that. Everything's bond and equity, everything, and you're the man, so
But can
us
I just
together.
ask you though, that you're going through this process, yeah? So is it actually going through court or something?
I've already gone through court and proved that they don't care about truth. They just want to bond equity you. So all they want is your name, your address and your postcode so they can bond equity you without your acquiescence or your acknowledge, because you don't know about your bond and how much money it holds in it, but they do. That's why you're the sole beneficiary of the trust account, not the trustee. The trustee is the one that pays for everything. So when you go to court, they switch positions to trustee to beneficiary. So you pay. Same with car insurance. You've switched positions to a trustee to be a keeper of a car that you've bought to pay for it, when it's the government that should be paying you for the upkeep of the car because they own it through the DVLA.
I'm really sorry to interrupt. Sorry, you've got a phone call. Is that okay?
Yes.
Right.
Sorry to
No worries.
Anyway,
Enjoy your
you
time.
take care and I'll see you next week.
Yeah, see you soon.